So yesterday, Sonic Rumble was announced. This game looks pretty cool, actually. Despite what I do see a lot of people saying, I don't mind the more cutesy art style. I really think it has an appeal. It's not necessarily my favorite thing, but for a smaller mobile title, I do think it works. If, for example, they wanted to put this type of style into, say, an open zone game, well, then I would have some major problems with it, but this is just a mobile spin-off, so it's not really a big deal. Until now, there really hasn't been a Sonic game where you can say, yo, wanna hop on this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really just play a Sonic game with your friends. That just doesn't really exist until now.
Y'all trying to hop on Sonic Rumble?
Yeah, a lot of games had local multiplayer, but having a full-on multiplayer experience, like online, just the whole shebang, is great. And since we know the game is coming to Android and iOS, no doubt it's going to be between the platforms, and we're not going to have any Team Sonic Racing business where it's exclusive to each platform, which made the game die in like 2 days. But that's just kind of my thoughts on the game conceptually. Looking at this trailer, I'm a little worried, to say the least. Something that a lot of people pointed out that I also have to point out here is the performance was concerning. I did the math on the average FPS here, and it's not looking so great. So while the frame rate is shockingly bad, I do hope when the game gets beta tested, we'll get to see how it actually runs on other devices and not just in this trailer footage. Now, I have applied to beta test this game, so if I do get a chance to do that, I hope it'll run well. That's just kind of my biggest thing right now. What's also weirding me out is how new of a phone you need to be able to play this game during the beta test. This screenshot comes directly from the website and says iPhone 11 or later, or Android OS 8.0 or later with 4 gigabytes of RAM or more. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I am not an Android user. I have never used an Android in my life, but as an Apple user, dude, an iPhone 11? And yes, I do know that since it's a beta, it's probably not been optimized very well, and that's probably a contributor to why the game looks like this in the beta, of course. You know, it's just they haven't optimized it well yet, but dude, I could play Sonic Dream Team just fine on an iPhone 8 Plus. And so seeing this kind of requirements for the beta is not exactly a great sign. Of course, there is no way to know 100%, we'll have to wait till the beta to really see how the game runs, but still, this is not a good sign. And so I will gladly reaffirm what the title and thumbnail state. This game just kind of has me worried. No other Sonic game has had this bad of performance issues in its trailer, like nothing. And so, there we have it. That was just a little bit of a quicker video, but I wanted to give my thoughts on this thing, you know, once the dust settled, and not just be like, live reaction, but you know, wanted to get a little bit more detailed on stuff and not just do a one-take recording, you know, give my thoughts on it a little bit more in-depth. So please, I do invite you in the comments, tell me what you think of this game. You know, do you think that it's going to be a good game? Do you like the idea? Do you like what they're going for? Because that's probably the biggest thing right now is just, do you like the direction? Do you think a, like, Sonic Fall Guys game is like, do you even think that's a good idea? So please let me know. I'd love to hear any of you guys' thoughts on all of this. And so, I'm not going to yap on any longer. I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.